Mel Brooks has long been immortalized as one of the greatest comedic minds in entertainment history, a fearless satirist whose films rewrote the rules of Hollywood comedy and challenged authority with laughter. From Blazing Saddles to Young Frankenstein, his work is synonymous with joy, irreverence, and cultural impact. But behind the curtain of punchlines and standing ovations, a very different story was unfolding at home, one his son now says was defined by anger, intensity, and emotional distance. In a candid reflection on Mel Brooks's early years as a director, his son has revealed that the legendary filmmaker was, at times, intolerable, describing a period when success came at the cost of personal peace. According to him, the pressure of building a career in an unforgiving industry transformed his father into a very angry person, especially during the height of his creative ascent. This revelation doesn't seek to diminish Mel Brooks's achievements. Instead, it adds a layer of complexity to a man often viewed as endlessly joyful and larger than life. It's a reminder that the road to greatness, particularly in Hollywood, is rarely smooth, and often exacts a toll on the people closest to those who walk it. The weight of proving himself. In his early career, Mel Brooks was not the universally beloved icon he would later become. He was a hungry, ambitious creative fighting to be taken seriously in an industry that didn't know what to do with his bold, boundary-pushing humor. Every project felt like a battle. Every failure, or perceived failure, felt existential. According to his son, that constant pressure created an emotional environment that was difficult to live in. Brooks was driven, exacting, and relentless, traits that fueled his brilliance but also fed his frustration. At home, that frustration often manifested as anger. He wasn't the warm, cuddly legend people imagine, his son suggested. He was trying to survive, to win, to prove that his voice mattered. When genius and anger collide. Creative genius is often romanticized, but this account highlights the darker side of obsession. Mel Brooks's intensity wasn't just professional, it seeped into his personal life. Long hours, financial risks, critical scrutiny, and the fear of irrelevance created a pressure cooker that left little room for patience or emotional availability. For a child growing up in that environment, the contrast between public persona and private reality could be jarring. The man who made millions laugh could be intimidating, volatile, and emotionally distant at home. His son's words paint a picture of a father so consumed by his work that anger became a default response to stress. Yet, there's no accusation of cruelty, only an honest reckoning with the emotional cost of ambition. Growth, reflection, and change. Importantly, this isn't the end of the story. As Mel Brooks's career stabilized and his legacy became undeniable, those closest to him noticed a shift. With success came perspective. With age came reflection. The anger that once dominated his early years reportedly softened, replaced by humor, self-awareness, and a deeper appreciation for family. His son's reflections suggest that Mel Brooks eventually recognized the toll his intensity had taken, and grew beyond it. The relationship evolved, shaped by time, understanding, and the shared acknowledgement that greatness often comes with scars. A more human portrait of a legend. What makes this revelation so powerful is its honesty. It doesn't tear down an icon, it humanizes him. It reminds us that even those who bring laughter to millions can struggle privately, and that creative brilliance doesn't immunize anyone from fear, insecurity, or anger. Mel Brooks's story, as told through his son's eyes, is ultimately one of transformation. A man who wrestled with his demons, learned from his mistakes, and emerged not just as a legend, but as a more self-aware human being. In sharing this truth, his son offers something rare in celebrity culture, a nuanced portrait that embraces both the shadows and the spotlight. It's a testament to the idea that legacy isn't just about what you create, but how you grow, and how honestly those closest to you can tell your story.